Welcome, dear friend. Tonight we journey with the timeless Rumi through a poem that moves between the weight of injustice and the quiet hope of acceptance. Its verses carry anger and melancholy, yet also a mystical yearning and a calm invitation to look deeper. There was once a king among the Jews, one whose heart wove cruelty like a cloak. Feel how his harshness chills the spirit, a reminder of how power can become a sword that wounds. This same ruler burned with fierce enmity toward Jesus and the Christians, his bitterness like a fire that consumes from the inside out, sharp and unforgiving. But time turns as it must. The covenant of Jesus once held now shifts into the hands of another, a sacred promise weighting heavy with destiny. In this dance of souls, one was the essence of Moses, and Moses the breath within him. Two beings entwined like reflections in a still lake, perfect and whole. Yet even as they walk a divine path together, the blind king, flawed and unaware, stumbles towards God. There is a tender sorrow in that blindness, an imperfect heart reaching for something pure but missing the way. The tragic truth unfolds. Those two divine companions are torn apart by his hand, a separation that echoes like a muted cry in the depths of the soul. The master's voice cuts through, commanding the blind one be removed, a stark demand pressing on the moment with urgent gravity. He's told to cast out that fragile glass from their sacred pact, a delicate bond at risk of shattering with the faintest touch. You can almost feel the quiet vulnerability wrapped within those fragile promises. Confused, the blind one asks, "Which of the two glasses am I?" This question trembles with a desperate need to be seen, a reaching for identity lost somewhere between pain and doubt. Shall I present myself fully before you? Tell everything? He pleads, raw and sincere, longing for understanding that feels just out of reach. Yet the master gently refuses. No, it is not two glasses, turn away. It is an invitation to release the illusions, to look beyond the surface and discover the unity beneath. Leave the blind one be. Do not seek beyond. The call comes softly, a serene pause amid turmoil, urging us to accept what is without further struggle. And in quiet pain, the blind one asks the master not to mock his confusion, revealing naked vulnerability that wants nothing more than to be held with compassion. But the master's command is firm again. Break one of the two. A heavy moment, suffused with tension, where something whole must fracture. When that glass shatters, both vanish before the eyes. A reminder of how fragile our perceptions truly are. How easily our visions of reality dissipate like mist. Desire and anger blind a man, clouding his soul's sight with storms of passion and rage. It's a sharp warning about the dangers lurking within, the rawness of human frailty laid bare. That single glass appears as two only to the blinded eye, an illusion that tricks the heart into division. When broken, the glass ceases to exist, and with its destruction comes a bittersweet release, the end of illusion, but also the loss of form. Anger and lust cloak the soul in blindness, replacing the steadfastness of spirit with chaos and unrest. This erosion of strength is heartbreaking, a slow corrosion of what keeps us grounded and true. When selfish intent arises, the pure art within us hides away, shadowed by less noble desires, veiling the heart from its own light. Layers upon layers of veils rise, stretching from heart to eye, dimming the truth and obscuring clarity. Corruption seeps into the sacred courts of the soul, unsettling justice with bribery and betrayal. It's a chilling reminder of how easily truth can be bent and lost. Who then can distinguish the oppressor from the helpless victim when the lines of justice blur? This question burns fiercely, shaking our very sense of fairness and stirring our deepest compassion. Hatred spreads like poison from a ruler's heart, dark and suffocating, weighing heavily on the land and its people. And so, the prayer slips out, "O Lord, save us," from one who has become blind like an arrow, wounded by wrath and blinded by cruelty. Hundreds of thousands of oppressed souls were lost, silent victims bound by faith, whose refuge was in the religion and strength of Moses. Even in suffering, there is a solemn hope, a steady shield beneath the storm, reminding us of the enduring power of belief. Let us hold these reflections softly now. Rest for a moment with the sorrow and the hope intertwined through these words. If your heart wishes, return again, and together we will trace Rumi's gentle footsteps deeper into the soul's mysteries. Until then, may peace find you in the quiet spaces between.